now we are cut to length. This should just slip right on in there. It does. And right about there is where my line was. I want to go a little past that, but that tells me I got it just snug enough to sit in there just nicely. Now the question is, how the hell does I get it holding in there? Because I don't really have much I can use to hold it. I should have thought through that a little more. I should have made these split, and then this could have slipped down inside of it. That's okay. We can solve this. Isn't such a big deal. And then I'll get that fastened. I think what I'll do is I'll probably toenail in from the top and maybe down from the bottom with I'll have a stop block to keep it from shoving this way. So I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so I've cut this little block that is the length of that chisel plus a little bit. I can just shove this up against that, hold it in place. And then I can come in here with the nailer and just try to see if I can't toenail one in here. It went in. May have gone into my spacer though. Should have spun this around so I could reach it. Nope, didn't go into my spacer. That's a good sign. Do the same up above here. I can always grab a nail set and set that deeper if I have to. There we go. No problem. We're going to do one more from the top just to be safe. Sorry about that. We'll do one right from here. Yeah, that might not have been useful, but it's in place now, so the same on this side. So you'll see the nail is sticking up a little bit. They're sticking out a little on this side as well, but I'll set them. So I'm going to do this side. I'll bring you back. Okay, so now I've got a nail set. I'm just going to slip this block back into place, back up where I'm hitting. Just take a nail set and pop these down in a little better. I think I need a slightly larger one. Go with the big one. I'll do. There it goes. Just set those in just so that they're not sticking through. And I'll do this one too while I'm here. Just bending it down so it's not in the way. Pop out our spacer. Do the little flippy lip and put the spacer back in. Back those up because I don't want to move it off that spacing that I've set already. So just give it a friendly little tap to seat it below the surface as best I can. This one didn't do a real great job. Just send it down in so it's not going to hang up the slider. So those are now seated. I could, in fact, I think I will give this a shot. I'm going to set this down upside down. Pull you guys out here. Seeing as I know where that thing is, I can use this spacer, and provided the thing is fairly straight, should be able to aim straight in here. Let's see here. Just gonna wanna, let's do like right this. Let's do this here. I should hit it. We'll see. Either hit it or I went through and you can see it in the middle. Ah, just barely missed it. Dang. It's probably bowed right there, isn't it? Not too bad, no. A little bit. So that's bad. I don't want any chisels to tap that, so I'm gonna... Where's that nail set? Grab a hold of the end of that nail. Send it back through. No, it didn't quite send through yet. There we go. That pushed it out of there. We'll pull this nail. I was a little shorter than I thought it was going to be. I was actually worrying for nothing, I guess. And now we can just stick this thing in and go right where I think it'll be. And fingers crossed, that one moved a good amount in. There we go. That's much better. Put another one right there. Another one over here. That one might have. Nope, we're good. There we go. Now that thing is secured. A little weird move there just because I didn't plan it very well. This is sort of doing it on the fly, but now you can see chisels will hit the wood and be safe. File cavity here, and I still have room, or I still have enough scrap stuff to make up the box for this, and we'll do that next. Looks like, boy, we could just do the box with these things too, huh? Why don't we? Why don't I just cut these down to that size as well? I only need, really only need, is that more than half? It isn't. It's less than half. So I really only need one of these to be cut. So we'll do one real quick, and then I'll bring you back. Sorry, I forgot to mic again. I'm dealing with the long pieces first, the rails, the long rails of the drawer, or the tray, or whatever we're doing, and I'm just roughly marked where they go. They need to be a little smaller than this space so that they'll slide freely. Sorry, a little shorter. Then we'll go with miter saw and cut them. Okay, and check the fit here. A little sloppy, that's good. Oh, no, that's a bit tight. We're going to have to shrink that a bit. Let's see, maybe it's wider in the middle than it is. Yeah, this one's great. This one's just a smidge to, yeah, that's just a smidge long. Actually, I don't know, do I want to keep it? Do I want to keep it that snug or what? How snug does it go? How snug do I want this? I think there's fine. We're going to do that. Now, I'm going to very gingerly try to mark each end of this for the width, or the drawer, the slide of the side of this little shelf here. And I'm hoping I can get pretty close to having it end right even with, there's one. this region. And then I'm going to cut them a bit oversized, and then I'll sneak up on that fit. And we're not getting real fancy here. I just, you know, I'm leaving it a little over the line here. Probably not focusing real well. Get my dumb head out of the way. Just leaving like less than a 1/16 over for the moment. Almost there. We're going to take it just a little bit short, a little shorter. I'm going to take it off of this side to make sure that it's perfectly square. There we go. That'll do it. Do the same to this side. I've got to figure out a mechanism for holding it. I'll probably just drill some holes for a couple of pins. Okay, this one needs to lose a fair bit. Probably perfect, in fact. Very close. Very, very, very close. I'm going to take just a tiny bit more. And that'll do, I'm pretty sure. There we go, cut to fit. Beautiful. That'll work out perfectly fine. I can deal with that. Okay, so now all we need is a groove for our drawer bottom. To make sure I don't screw myself up, I'm going to switch this around so that the left is the actual right for from the front of the drawer, because that makes much more logical sense. I just happen to be standing on this side, and in my haste I mislabeled this. I called it the left on the right side and the right on the left side. So now this one is the left side. I'm going to call this the front and this the rear. All of my marks are to the inside. Calling that way. Okay. Now I've got this leftover 3/16 or so pre-finished birch ply that I will place in as the bottom for this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a groove in these members that are just a bit shy of half through, and it'll all be on this side. That's okay though. We're just going to barely give it enough of a shelf for the ply to slip into, and then I'm going to glue the whole thing together so that it doesn't have any hope of falling apart. So we're going to get set up on the table saw for that. Alright, so we've got the table saw here, and I just got a regular old blade. I'm not doing anything fancy here, so I'm just going to raise it up till we're, you know, somewhere, it might be a bit high, a little under half. So there's still enough meat into the side to hold things nice. Go a little bit more than that. That's probably good. Lock the head. Okay, so that'll give us our groove, and I'm going to do a groove that leaves an 1/8. That's almost a 1/4. I'm going to leave an 1/8 inch of meat down here. Well, an 1/8 inch of meat for the bottom of the shelf, because I'm just going to glue the whole thing in anyway, so I'm not real worried about strength on that. So we're ready to start the first passes on this. I'm going to use my handy dandy safety device, and we'll get after it. Okay, so now the slot isn't big enough yet because this is a bit thicker than an 1/8 inch. So we're going to bump the fence over and do a real quick little nudge test and make sure it's wide enough. I'll just keep doing this till I get the slot the right width. Just do a nudge. That's not wide enough yet either. So nudge again. Another one. Try one more. There we go. It's actually a little loose, so I'm going to bring it in a bit. We'll send that one through. And that should now slip right on. A little warped. Fringes here that I want to make sure I lock out. There we go. So yeah, that's the right width. We'll do the rest of them. Sorry everybody, that was my mistake. I turned off the audio and you missed most of my finicky little finesse fitting. Alright, glue time. No, it's okay. Gonna have some squeeze out. That's gonna be all right. There, glued up. And glue everywhere. Everywhere is glue. Paper towels, wet paper towels. Cleanup's not so bad though. It is waxed pretty well, so it's not like I'm worried too much. Alright, let that dry. I'm going to stop for some lunch while that dries. I'll be back with you later. Alright, so now I've got this board up here. It's way bigger than what I need, but it's perfect for what I'm about to cut. So I'm just going to make sure I clear my clamps nicely. I think I've got some room to drop this a bit. Get a little bit more suction out of it. That's about it. Ah, falling. No. Okay. There, dust shoe is about as low as I dare. Now we can find center. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm gonna make 1,328 holes. It'll take about an hour. and then I'll come back. Hopefully, my hope, among all hopes, is that the what am I trying to say? Is that the tear out isn't too bad, so we'll find that out too. Alright, well, I'm going to put on some horn protection. Are we good here? I don't feel like it. We are. No, we are not good here at all. We's clogged somewhere. Alright, got to figure that out and then I'll bring you back. Turns out it wasn't a clog. I just didn't hook the vacuum up to the plumbing in the building. That's not a clog at all, is it? Alright, there we go. Hearing protection. Alright, let's see this thing run. Well, okay, so two things occurred just a second ago. I was setting up to cut up some brass pieces, and I heard a weird noise at the CNC, and it looks like my Z-axis got sticky or something and just kept going in one spot. Not good. It kept dropping, so not good. And the second thing is, it looks like I did not do a very good job of aligning this board on the machine, and it's cutting very diagonal. So we're going to do a different board altogether, and that will have to be fine no matter what. Yeah, so I'm going to pull this off and get set up for a different board entirely, because this one did not. This one had some failure. We'll bring you back when that's all done. I keep losing steps, damn it. Yeah, that one just dug himself a hole. Why? It's plunging too fast. It's the only thing I can think of. Well, I'm alright with those holes being not perfect. Let's, what line am I on? 1561. I'm gonna re-zero. Yeah, that lost a quarter of an inch to its zero. So 300, more than a quarter, 340,000. So 3/8 of an inch to its zero. Yeah, that doesn't do what I want it to do. So I must be plunging too fast. That must be the problem. It could also be the pass depth messing with me. I'm gonna set that to my new Z0. I'm gonna page up. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go regenerate new code. Okay, I've regenerated the G code one more time, and I'm gonna use the same board because why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? Because I don't really need all of them to be perfect. Because there's 1,300 of the damn things. We're just gonna go top speed here, and I guess we're gonna give it what for right now. Well, as you can see, another failure. It got a ways, but then just totally lost its. So I'm too dumb to be in the shop today. I'm done I'm done fighting with the machine today. That's the third one. That just means it's time to go in. It's afternoon. It's not worth fighting it right now. It's just not worth it. So the idea is sound. The brass fits it beautifully. It goes right where I want it to. This is going to work. I just need to get the machine to cut the damn thing. Grr, I'm so mad. Tomorrow's another day.